Claire Baker, former Clutterholic, founder of clutterclearing.net, recording my weekly vlog about my own clutter clearing journey, which is my weight loss journey. Well, how have you got on? I hope you've had a good week. I've had a good week. I weighed myself this morning and I lost a pound. Now you might be thinking, that's not very much. No, it's not. But I weighed myself on Saturday, my midweek weigh-in, and I'd lost 4.5 pounds at that stage. And in a way, I'm kind of taking that weight loss as my weight loss for the week. I know it's not, it's a pound. But my husband and I did a very spontaneous, impromptu weekend away. Well, actually it was overnight. Sunday was Father's Day. It was the second Father's Day without his father. And so we decided to, at the last minute, we decided to go down to Cornwall, which is like the foot of England, where we had spread his father's ashes. It was a glorious weekend weather-wise. We knew it was going to be good. So we decided to camp. We took our tent. We took a few essentials, not the cats. Yeah, we drove down on the Saturday, stayed over Saturday night, spent the morning on the beach with Frank, where we scattered his ashes, and then came back in the afternoon. And it was really, really lovely. I suggested it on Friday because I could tell my husband was his mind was elsewhere on Friday, what with Father's Day coming up. And I looked at the finances and I said, hey, you know, we can do it. Camping isn't very expensive. And we had the tent. So that was really, really nice. As a consequence, it was difficult to manage my food like I normally would. And I did have the munchies. I did. It's just that week of the month where I had the munchies. But it was interesting because Cornwall is associated with two types of food. Cornish pasties, oh, lovely. The miners used to take them down for like a meal in a pasty, and cream teas. Now, when we went down last time, which was in November, we tend to go. Well, what we're kind of doing is going down around his birthday in April or Father's Day in June. And then for his anniversary of when he actually died in the November. So when we were last down in November, I did have a Cornish pasty and I didn't enjoy it. So this time I was like, well, I know I'm not going to have a Cornish pasty because I didn't enjoy it last time. So I didn't. Excuse me, we did have fish on Saturday night. And again, I suppose there's three traditional really, the fish and chips. And I didn't have chips because I don't like chips anymore. So I just had the fish in the batter. So I was like, I know I'm not going to have a Cornish pasty, but I'll have a cream tea because I do eat clotted cream. If you like, it's one of my staple foods. So on Sunday on our way back, again, we have a little bit of a tradition going now. Where on our way back from Morganporth, which is where we go, where Frank's ashes were scattered, we stop off at a little coastal town called Tintagel, and there we have a cream tea in a particular cafe there called Charlie's, and then we go and get Cornish pasties from the Cornish Pasty Bakery at the end of the road. Now at Charlie's the cafe wasn't open, so we went to somewhere else. And you know what? I didn't enjoy it. A bit like the Cornish pasties last November, I didn't enjoy the cream tea this time. And so I now know I am not going to have a cream tea again. Just because the scones were so tasteless, my taste buds have changed so much in the last 18 months that it didn't do anything for me. I would have quite happily eaten a pot of clotted cream, but not the scone, not the jam. So yeah, so I did eat a couple of things. Oh, and I had an ice cream, so hot. In fact, I had 2 ice creams on Saturday, white chocolate magnums, and we had 3 scoops of ice cream, proper fresh ice cream on the Sunday. So that would have been carbs and sugar. So isn't it interesting how it can make such a difference in a relatively short space of time? Because I weighed myself Saturday morning, I'd lost 4.5 pounds. Weighed myself this morning, so that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days later. Yeah, and already it's showing on the scales. It's showing on my tracker app as well. Because although my calories are bang on in terms of what I'm eating calorie-wise, the carbs are kind of 3 times what they should be. So clearly it's the carbs that create the problem for me. So yeah, so pleased that nonetheless I didn't wipe out all that 4.5 pounds loss that I'd got by Saturday, and I'm fairly sure it will fall off again now because I won't be eating any carbs or sugar for the rest of the week. And it was, you know, again, and I don't regret having had that impromptu 24 hours away, because it did both of us good for a change of scene. It was nice to spend Father's Day morning with father-in-law on the beach and enjoy the weather. So yeah, so I'm pleased with that. All right, the 5 success factors that we've got, feedback and learning. Let me share with you some things that people have mentioned. Paula today put a comment last week. Ooh, if I can get my technology to work. She said, I also have a weight loss journey. Let's be subbies and support each other. Absolutely, that's why I do these videos. I'm at the beginning of mine and struggling, but won't stop until I win at this. Great video. Thank you. Yeah, it is a struggle to begin with, because I think it's part of that accepting that, you know what, we've got to make a change. We've got to make a change for life, and it can be hard to accept that fact, I think. But it's exactly the same with physical clutter in our home. Brenda also left a lovely comment. Brenda said, hi Claire, your garden looks so nice. Thank you. It's really coming into its own now. Now it's summer. Such a pretty backdrop. Thanks for sharing it. You're not alone in this latest struggle. I've sabotaged my efforts as well, but thanks to some minor illness, I finally lost the 5 pounds that I'd put back on. Yay! Well done, Brenda. So now I'm struggling to stay on track, but have yet to have one day without straying off. You know what? Keeping yourself occupied might help. Every day is a new beginning, so haven't lost all hope yet. Good. I've made good headway though with clearing my dining room, living room, bathroom, bedroom and kitchen thanks to your support videos. Yay! The office seems like a challenge because I look after a couple of other people's paperwork and don't have a workable system in place yet. And then there's the basement. But the main living area looks good, are easier to clean and feel like they used to. Fantastic. Capture that on your worksheet 7, Brenda, if you've got a worksheet 7. I've made the fatal error of not keeping up with exercise because of a few minor medical problems in the last few months. So you are really smart to realise the importance of sticking with it. Anyway, onward and downward weight-wise. Thanks for sharing your experience. I look forward to your videos every week, though sometimes it seems funny to hear what looks like a thin person talking about their weight struggles. You really do look lovely and thin to me. Oh, thank you, Brenda. All the best, your friend Brenda in Canada. So thank you for sharing that, Brenda, and what you say will resonate, I'm sure, with a lot of people who watch these videos. It's interesting what you say about, you know, it's strange hearing what you think is a thin person talking about weight struggles. In terms of my feedback and learning, a couple of things this week. On Saturday, my husband and I wandered into town because we needed to get a couple of bits for our camping trip. And for the first time in I don't know how long, I actually felt comfortable enough to walk in to town wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Those of you who have a weight challenge will know what I mean when I say that. To not feel self-conscious. It was great. And then when I was away, to actually go, actually, you know, this time next year, I'll be wearing a bikini. I know I've mentioned bikini before, but this time it was kind of like, yeah, this time next year, it'll be a bikini on the beach in Cornwall and not feel self-conscious. You know, that will be a great day. That will be a great day. Definitely be sharing that. Yeah, it's noticing these significant moments. As I say to all my clutter clearers, it's not necessarily the size of what happens, it's the significance. Because the significance causes a shift. And that shift in our thinking, that shift in our behaviour, that shift in our habits is significant. And I feel like for me, the whole, you know, eating scones doesn't interest me now. That's a significant shift. It doesn't mean I can't still appreciate that all Cornish pasties, they look lovely, they smell lovely, but I don't want to eat one because it just feels stodge to me. Yeah, significant. So that's kind of feedback and learning. Oh, there's a cat jumping on the fence. Who's that, Dora? Bless them, they're struggling with the heat. Method, I did really well following my plan that I did last week. I think I said to you I did an Excel spreadsheet, planned what I was going to eat over the week. I stuck to that up till Saturday. Yeah, that was good, and I'm sure that was significant in the 4.5 pound weight loss when I weighed in on Saturday morning. Doing the doing. I mentioned last week that I was going to start going to swimming in the mornings on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, actually, I couldn't. Okay, it's going to sound ridiculous. I couldn't get the car out on Wednesday morning. My first day last week, I couldn't get the car out. We have a problem with parking in our road here, and I was really blocked in. Literally no wriggle room for getting the car out, and I couldn't be bothered to cycle, so I didn't. But I thought, no, it's fine. I'll go tomorrow. I'll plan each day. I parked the car in the right place so I could get it out without trouble. Went on Thursday, went on Friday morning, felt really good. I've been this morning as well. I've already done 50 lengths this morning, and it does set me up for the day. You know, I ache a bit, but I really enjoyed it. Realised that 2 months of not swimming, wow, how that impacts your fitness. Like Brenda said, keeping it up with the exercise. Yeah, I was reminded of that last week. It's not too bad getting in a lane either. I didn't go yesterday, just really tired and actually really hot. But I've been this morning. My aim is to go Monday to Friday mornings. And you know what? If I don't go, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Doing the doing as well, because I went swimming this morning. I don't feel bad about the fact we didn't go to the gym last night. Normally we go on a Monday. We didn't go last night. Too hot, too knackered. And again, it's not going to derail me because I'm not doing the gym in order to lose weight. I'm doing the gym so that I don't wobble as much. Time, yeah, it's slowing down. Well, it's not slowing down, this weight loss. It only slowed down this week because I went away for 24 hours. So again, it's fine. I am back on track. What I'm doing is the right thing. I'm not going away next week. Next week we are going to see Jeff Lynne, ELO, in concert at Wembley. Oh, very exciting. My husband's a mega fan. Always has been. Even had the glasses and the curly hair and the beard to look like Jeff Lynne. So that will be good, but again, I will go prepared. I will take my sparkling water with me. I will take some nibbles so that I'm not tempted. Should have done that this week, really. So again, it doesn't matter. It's heading in the right direction. It's funny actually, because when I used to do Weight Watchers, £1 a week would have been like, yay, that's fantastic. Now, £1 a week, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I know I can do £3 or £4 a week. So £1 doesn't seem enough. And then finally, support counselling, of course, continues and is still really valuable. And my husband came along to his first TRE session last week, and it was really nice actually because it was just the two of us, because other members of the group couldn't go, which was probably good, made him slightly less self-conscious. Definitely had an effect on him. He was mellow and thoughtful, is probably the best way to describe it, on Friday. And that's how I often feel, kind of chilled, mellow. There's stuff going on in your head, but you don't know what because you're not aware of it, but you can almost feel it, sense it. So that was definitely happening for him on Friday. So that is good, off to a good start. Yeah, and actually supporting myself, being kind to myself is something I am kind of consciously doing as well. Yesterday, hottest day of the year so far, didn't feel like going to the gym. Keith, my husband, was back late anyway from work. And in fact, I'd had some plants. Brenda mentioned my garden. Some plants had turned up that I had ordered from the Royal Horticultural Society, which I'd ordered about a week ago. Very exciting. And of course, because it was so hot, I was very conscious they needed to get in the garden and get a good watering. I don't think you can see it. Acer, I love acers. And a few other plants. So actually last night I put them in the ground. And it felt as if I was supporting myself. Yes, I'm not denying myself the stuff that I enjoy that makes me feel better, rewarding myself, you know, yeah, this sense of calm, this sense of confidence that I am doing the right thing and I'm getting where I want and need to go. It's really good. Yeah. So I hope you've had a good week. Do let me know. My weight loss goal for this week, I'm going to say £2. Be underestimate rather than overestimate. Yeah, I feel that that's achievable. If I do what I did last week and have a good weekend, not planning to go away, no impromptu visits, only this concert on Saturday night, but I will plan accordingly for that. There's no reason to think that I can't lose £2 this week. It will be what it will be. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I shall see you same time, same place next week. Take care. Bye-bye.